Welcome back, everyone. We are on Myth Machine channel, and the mission for these not yet Delta Green agents. How many sessions have we played, and you don't even know what Delta Green is yet? That's
I don't
how
believe
I
in Delta
roll.
Green.
What was that?
I don't believe in Delta Green. I think you're lying to us.
There is no Delta Green. It was a lie all along. See, that's the level of paranoia we need in this world. Yeah. This show is I can't speak. This show is rated R because cosmic horror in so many ways. Body horror, mental horror, so far. Not by any of the PCs, mind you, but a monster apparently. And lots of gore and slashing and mature themes as well of other types. Yeah. Have I given enough reasons why it's rated R?
There's swearing.
Okay. There's swearing. Alright, I am Mikael Hellstrom, your handler, and with us today we have... Who? Wants to go first?
I'll go.
No,
You go. You go.
Okay. I am Briar. I am playing Dr. Alex Blair, who has no idea what's going on. None of this is making any medical sense.
That's correct. None of it is making any medical sense. Everything is just absolutely insane right now.
I'm Harper. I play Bryony Talbot, who is currently wondering why she still works for the FBI.
Once in, you can never quit. That's not how it really works in real life, though, is it?
I hope not.
I'm Carol, playing Bridget DeLuca, and I am extremely annoyed that somebody found out my cell phone number. It shouldn't be able to happen.
That shouldn't be able to be possible to happen. You're right, but someone did sneakily, but were they helpful though? A little bit. No. Okay.
Maybe. They're paranoid and suspicious, which great, love it. And they don't trust the incredibly suspicious FBI agents who just came and stole all of our stuff.
They were not FBI agents at all. They were, in fact, from Army and Air Force intelligence.
Whatever.
Which is...
I don't trust them. I don't like them. I want to punch them. They took my stuff, and they had more paperwork than I did.
It's not Quantico or FBI headquarters. It's the Pentagon. Different... See, you have interagency... That's the real horror of this game. Navigating which bureaucracy can have jurisdiction over what. Jurisdictional infighting. That's the horror. Dun, dun, dun.
Nobody is supposed to have more paperwork than me.
Exactly. See? And you immediately lost some sanity because of it. Or did you? Fenton. Darian, who plays Fenton, is not with us today because he is away. He was busy. Very sad. But we wish him the best, and hopefully he'll be back soon. Meanwhile, what happened last time? You were chasing after your primary suspect, your chief suspect, your number one suspect, Master Sergeant Emmanuel Santana, with so many resources. You had helicopters, spotter planes, bloodhounds, all-terrain vehicles, hundreds of volunteers, literally. 3 or 4 other agencies, from local police up to other federal agencies helping out. You have, or some might not have been helping out so much, and combing the desert, literally, with all hands on deck, just surrounding San Carlos. And you had a lot of leads. Some of them were less fruitful than others. There were some foot tracks that some felt were suspicious, but it led to nothing. There was some poor hiker who someone was taking a shot at. And that apparently also led to nothing because it was in fact an innocent hiker who had nothing to do with anything, just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sometimes going off grid and just enjoying nature at the wrong time is not so good. Eventually, you found a drained animal that had been exsanguinated, and the bloodhounds have picked up a scent. But you also picked up a scent on a black helicopter that turned out to be filled with some fellows with black suits and mirror shades who grabbed a whole bunch of your evidence, said very little about anything, just national security and we can't comment on anything, and then just left. Very uncooperative fellows. Who knows? They said they were from the Pentagon, basically. So apparently the military is interested in this too. It is now 5:30 in the afternoon, and that's where we left off, isn't it? You were in San Carlos, you had just talked to these guys, and what's the plan for the next step?
I don't remember exactly what the lady on the phone said.
Yeah, I've
She said-
forgotten as well.
Don't trust the guys. They only want the rock, so
Yep.
we should focus on what came out of it. And is there something else?
I think that was about it.
That was it.
Yeah.
I think we should still focus on trying to find Santana before those other guys do.
Yeah, he's really our only lead.
Yeah, and if they find him first, it's not likely we'll get any information after that.
Oh, I'm sure they're very open to sharing.
Should we be concerned about A, something came out of the rock, B, lady on the phone knows that something has already come out of the rock? Did
Journalists
something
know.
come out of the rock before we got it, or did it come out after we got it?
Not sure. She may be referring to the creature that keeps burrowing into people.
Yeah.
So I think if we find Santana, because he also seems to be tracking this thing, we may have a good chance of finding what came out of this as well.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully
Again,
hopefully the thing hasn't jumped to him.
any new people we meet, we check their chest.
Yep.
Yep.
Just open up your shirt, please, right now. That's gonna be the weirdest check.
Did it to a hiker in the desert, I'll do it to the next person I meet.
I mean, it makes sense from what you know, but I just thinking about the reactions of all the other law enforcement professionals around you.
We just tell him our suspect had a recent chest surgery. So we're checking.
That could work as a what do you call it?
Excuse?
Yeah, no, significant identifier
Oh,
the
yeah.
suspect has, yeah. While you're standing there and talking, there's gonna be a group of local women coming up to you. They are crying, and some of them are screaming, and they are crowding you, going, "What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be looking? When will you find the man who did this to our families?"
Oh no.
We saw a
don't-
helicopter. We saw a helicopter land. We thought they might have a lead. We're heading out right now. Trust me, we're working on it.
They are, of course, not the only ones crowding towards you. Look at that. There's some reporter from the news van who's running up as well. No doubt drawn by the commotion. How are we gonna get out of this crowded situation?
Is there a way to go back into the building, and is there a back door?
Yes and yes.
That might be our best bet.
Seems like our only bet.
Because
Do
I
it.
don't know if we have the talking skills for this.
I would
What?
pull out my phone
Yeah,
and hold up my finger because cell phones are relatively new,
yeah,
and
they are
I
very
would
much
just
so.
like to.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting a call. I have to take this.
I need to answer this immediately. Cell phones in what is it, 1994? Yeah, they're flip phones and bricks. Yeah, yeah, the Motorola flip phone. You could have one of those. It's the one where you pull out the antenna at the top and you flip open so you speak into the flip part. It's very neat. Yes.
Make a whole show of it. Be like, sorry, I gotta.
Sorry, it just pulling out even though you can't hear any actual signal coming out of the thing. Why don't we have a persuade check from you here, DeLuca? I'm just curious to see how this is gonna work out as you are making this. Oh, look at that! You are in fact just getting away with it. Basically, you're just and they will start accosting Talbot and Fenton and Blair instead, even as you're going inside. How are the rest of you gonna get out of this crowd?
Let's see
So
what
Blair
do I
is just
have here.
Is Blair just a deer in headlights right now?
Yeah, because she's not used to this.
Help us, please! Where is that perpetrator? He's gotta die! Yes! Some of them scream. And now there's a microphone coming towards you as well, with a big, bulky black, the foamy stuff. What do you call that? The protector?
Spit guard, I think.
Yes. No, that's the disc thing. That
Oh
you
yeah,
put
the
on it.
circle.
Yeah.
Like, muffler?
Yes, that's a anyway.
Yeah.
It comes under your nose, and the newspaper, the TV reporter. Can we have some comments on the progress of the investigation? Local authorities here claim that you are hunting a serial killer who has more than 30 kills to their name. Are you able to? How far have you gotten in the investigation? Is an arrest imminent?
I'm sorry, but
We
we
can
can't say anything. No comment. We need to go back to working. This is delaying our work. We really need to get back on the field before we lose valuable time.
Exactly. I'd hate for there to be another report to come through, so please let us go so we can catch this person.
Go ahead, Blair. Roll your persuade.
Oh god, this is not.
Wait, I have a 50. Should I roll it too?
Oh no, my exhaustion.
Yes, Blair is babbling, and
That's just
the
stuttering
awkwardness
and
comes through.
Dang it!
no. Please, Fetch.
DeLuca! Get back here!
It's going
If
great,
I see them
Talbot.
struggling, I would like to lean back out the window and be like, guys, we gotta leave. Come on.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so everyone here,
Okay.
including Fenton, fails miserably. And is it really true that you're close to making an arrest? When can we expect an arrest? Will there be an arrest within the next 12 hours? The public needs to know this is a dangerous offender out there. And
Will
I
Blair
think
just be backing up to the door, acting like she's getting
oh yeah,
Well,
no,
we do
you're
know-
all gonna
more.
get yourselves in through the door, and there's gonna be a deputy barring the door there, and just people can't come in. But I
God.
think anyone watching the footage will get the distinct impression that you are absolutely out of your depths and have absolutely no clue about what you're doing. Which is exactly the type of impression that the FBI wants to make on the world when they're hunting a dangerous serial killer.
Technically,
Honestly,
we are
just-
out of our depth, but they don't know about any supernatural stuff.
This is true.
I mean, we just lost all of our evidence. How do they expect us
Yeah.
to react?
They don't know that.
We should not tell them that.
No, yeah. I'm not saying nothing, I'm just the handler. So now you're in the building here, a little bit beleaguered by the bereft relatives, and you can see that the news reporter is putting that microphone under the bereaved relatives, and they're screaming at the top of their lungs over each other. It's probably not going to be a very well put together report from this crowd of relations, because it's going to be very hard to hear what one is saying over the other. But you can be pretty confident that they're not going to say anything good about you guys.
Can you arrest a reporter for
No.
being horrible?
No.
No.
First Amendment
No.
rights.
But what if I saw him do a crime?
Well, then
Right.
you could, yes.
Guys,
But you can't arrest
he
a
just
reporter
punched
for
that
reporting
lady,
stuff.
right?
What was that?
Like, you saw him punch that lady, right? We all saw it.
We might need a bit more evidence than that. I don't think a grand jury would allow that to go through.
That's tricky.
He wouldn't go to a grand jury, it'd just be a local one.
And then the lawyers would find all the witnesses who didn't see any punching, and the doctor who didn't get any reports of people injured.
And there's a camera
Anyway.
right there.
Yeah, there's someone with a camera trying to capture everything this reporter is doing.
Nobody would believe we would be so willing to fake something directly in front of a camera. They'd be like, he must have punched somebody, otherwise why would they lie about it? There was the camera right there.
Argument. How many people have denied the moon landing? You can have cameras. People still won't believe it.
I would have 10 or 15 years ago been very happy to contest that, but given where we're at now in 2025, I can't. Why is the world so dumb? Never mind. We're back in the world where everybody isn't... Oh, actually, kind of, they are... Okay. It doesn't get better in the Delta Green world, does it? No. It doesn't. Delta Green is a reflection of our own world, with monsters in it, so it's even worse.
Yay.
That's what we need right now. Everybody take an
Or
aspirin.
better,
Take
because
your
it gives us
meds for your mental
monsters
health.
to blame
folks.
evil on.
What was that?
So or better, because it gives us monsters to, like, directly blame the evil on. Like, that person went crazy because of monsters, not just because people went crazy.
Of course, yes, that's gotta
All-
be it.
All of these murders, aliens. Not a single human did it on purpose.
So far. Just wait for all the copycats. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna put it to 6 p.m. here. Are we gonna have a bite to eat as well, or are we just gonna head out as quick as we can? You can go out the back side and get to, I don't know, a helicopter, because you did take a helicopter to get here and get out on the trail again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
I got a
imagine
snack for the helicopter.
that somebody's moms had been making sandwiches for the
Oh, absolutely.
people out doing groups, so I imagine we grab a sandwich.
Oh, yeah. Everybody can grab a sandwich. They're wrapped in very nice paper and everything, and there'll be whatever you want to drink there as well. There's like a table with all sorts of supplies, sandwiches, cookies, donuts, plenty of pop or soda, if you call it that. But up here in the north, we call it pop. And coffee, of course. Thermoses of coffee. You can just grab one full thermos and go.
I get a sandwich, a stack of cookies, and a thermos. Let's go.
Let's go. Yes. Okay, we're gonna be back on the trail here.
Guys, I don't know why you ever went out into the desert in a truck. Helicopter's the way to go.
Clearly.
Well, we did that before everyone got worried about it.
Yeah.
I barely got a forklift backhoe. They weren't going to give us a helicopter.
You had a backhoe too for a while.
Yeah, but then they had to take it back
Very sad.
because the lease expired or something. I don't know.
No, it was just you'd have to pay it by the hour, and the company doesn't want to pay it by the hour when you're not using it. So yeah,
Stupid.
it's hashtag bureaucracy again. You have to have receipts and
Listen.
everything. Oh, is the
We
Luca gonna
solved
do a
this
bureaucracy
crime.
again and get a backhoe?
If we solve this
Yes,
crime, I'll
please.
get you a backhoe for a full 24 hours.
Thank you. Ooh, I'll just take it out here into the world's biggest sandbox and just mess around with it.
You're not gonna have a backhoe on the helicopter. I'll tell you that right now.
Why not?
Because it's
You
too
can't
big and
take the lit-
heavy.
You can't stop me.
Yes, the helicopter pilot can literally say, no, there is no room for this thing in this helicopter.
What about a small toy backhoe?
Yeah, that you can.
Oh,
Oh my god. From now on, Talbot will always carry a small toy, possibly Lego backhoe in
Can I-
a
Oh,
back
that's
pocket
cute.
somewhere. It's a
Can I add that to
talisman.
my
It keeps
equipment?
her safe.
Yeah, can I add that to my equipment?
I guess you can.
Alright.
I have
Canon
my
now.
toy backhoe. And it's not going to be any strange at all, because as long as you have it, you're going to be lucky. And FBI agents in your line of work will definitely need every talisman or token for luck that you can possibly get.
Speaking of talismans, we get into the air. I finish my sandwich. I dig into my bag and I begin knitting.
Oh, yes. So now we have a backhoe, some knitting. Blair, do you have anything to manage your anxiety with? A fidget spinner? They haven't even been invented yet.
no. I'm gonna say a mini sketchbook because I did add to her personal that she likes to paint. So I'm just gonna say sketching and painting.
It's gonna be hard to sketch and paint in a helicopter.
Yeah, not painting, but yeah.
Sketching, yes, with a pencil or something, yeah. I can see Fenton taking some notes in a notebook regarding various occult dimensions to this. Be that as it may, you are in the sky, you're flying back towards Team 23, which was hot on the trail. The Bloodhounds had picked up a trail after Santana, allegedly, and you're following it. The question is how you're following it, because after just 15, 20 minutes or so of flying, you're going to be recognizing Team 23 down there, and they're, of course, reporting. You can hear the chatter over the radio. Others are reporting things, too, from here and near and far and so on, as they're going through their work. And are we going to settle in an orbit? Are we going to set yourselves down to follow Team 23? What's the plan here?
Can we follow Team 23 from the sky?
You certainly can, but they're going to be much slower than you, and I don't know if that's the best use of the helicopter as a resource. What you could do is scout ahead and scout behind and go like big circles around Team 23 to see if you can see any movement on the ground. At this hour, it's way too early to use night vision goggles and such things. So you're not going to be enhancing their search capacity that way, but you might find something just by flying around Team 23 in wide circles, like a mile out or something like that, and hopefully picking up something from the ground. If anyone is moving out there, maybe you'll be able to see stuff. Who knows?
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
It is potentially a plan. Who knows? Very well. Why don't we roll an alertness check, everyone, as you are searching for possible leads?
Oh, yes.
Why do you succeed now? Good for you.
Never once seen anything from a helicopter. not going to start now.
Clearly. Why should you, right? That would be just evil, I think.
As far as I'm aware, the desert, not a place you want to see things.
No, it's a terrible place all around. Bridget DeLuca, after this whole case file is done, will be like, no. Deserts
I don't
are
know
not
why
for
people
me.
go outside ever.
Don't know. You want to have... Give me all the missions where you're inside. Just inside. We're gonna have a couple of successes here, in fact. You're gonna see a truck of some kind. It's more like a... Yeah, it's a truck, 4x4, flatbed. It's driving from due west, trying to get into this general area. Yeah.
Do we have megaphones?
You know what? I would expect it that you would have megaphones here, yeah.
We called down to the truck to stop? Or I do. I don't know what everyone else is thinking, sorry.
We're going to dramatically just like land the helicopter in front of the truck and be like, you.
Just, can you please, we have some questions. Can you, like, park while we ask them?
You
Please.
could.
Do you please exit the vehicle and show us your bare chest?
Exit the vehicle and wait like 10 till we get this thing back on the ground.
The helicopter is gonna pull. You've been spotted, because I don't know exactly how far up you are in the sky, but let's put it to several hundred feet, say maybe even 1,000 feet, so you have a proper view of the landscape around you, and then you can go up and down a little bit when you're suspecting that you see something interesting. Maybe go down to 300 feet. Is that a person or is it a weird rock formation? Oh, it was a weird rock formation, and then back up again. And this time you're going down and trying to intercept, which is not going to be hard, because obviously the helicopter is faster than the truck. And once the truck discovers the helicopter, it's going to start speeding up and trying to get away, and just pedal to the metal as far as dust plumes are just there's tumbleweeds everywhere being kicked away from this thing. And you wanted to use the megaphone, you said?
Yes, please.
Okay, what do you want to say?
Stop. You're entering a dangerous zone. We have some questions. We just want to talk. Please stop. We don't want to have to stop you the hard way.
Very well. The truck will, in fact, stop. With a bit of a screech, and it's sitting there, and the exhaust fumes are bubbling out, and the dust is slowly settling. What are we doing now?
Getting down to the ground to talk to them,
Yeah.
I hope.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, the truck is sitting there, and people are putting their hands out, and yeah, you're landing and coming out. I don't know if any of you coming out, but they're definitely coming out from the truck with their hands up, and don't shoot, we're just can't hear anything over the helicopter noises, but they're putting their hands up and they're trying to cover their eyes from all the dust that's being kicked up by the chopper at the same time.
What kind of shirts are they wearing?
They are wearing... It varies. Everybody's wearing a hat, at least. Some is ball caps. Others are, like, Stetsons or similar. It's half a dozen people here. And they're predominantly dressed in jeans and sneakers. Some have proper boots for the desert, but not all of them. It's going to be t-shirts, button-up short-sleeved shirts, a variety thereof. None of them seem particularly equipped for desert trekking, really.
Can we talk to them? Are we on the ground?
Yeah, absolutely. You're on the ground. They're just putting their hands up. We have rights!
I'm aware. I just want to know what you're doing out here. There have been recent killings and maimings, and we're currently doing a search for the perpetrator. We just want to know what you're doing out here.
We're just concerned citizens. We're here to catch the predator.
Fair. Fair. Do you have any valid photo ID with you?
Yeah, sure. They're gonna have driver's licenses and stuff like that. They're all seem to be registered in Phoenix. Yeah, they're residents. They must have gotten here recently, which is not strange. The news have been reporting about this since the morning, and now it's evening. Here we go. Here comes the locals who want to help. Apparently, they must have avoided the roadblock on the main route and just taken Route 60 and then just headed into the desert from there. That's at least where the tracks are going back. We know what you're doing. We know you're just covering things up.
As much
Oh no.
as I dislike having to look at those dead bodies, I dislike even more the sadness that I see in everybody else and the fear that they have knowing that the killer is out there. Trust me, this person has killed people from my own state. Okay?
He's a government agent, isn't he? He's killing people as part of some twisted government experiment, isn't he?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh.
A friend of mine wants to run a check with you. We believe the suspect may have had a recent chest surgery. Would you mind if we take a look just to clear you before we drop you off with Group 23?
They're gonna be like protesting, we have our rights, but they're eventually gonna give in because you're a bunch of FBI agents.
If they'd be too difficult, I'll just casually mention it's weird how there's supposed to be a roadblock to keep the suspect from leaving the area, but it didn't stop you. Weird. Suspicious.
Aha, you can't stop us. We'll always find out the truth.
Dear God.
You can't keep the truth from us. We know the real government is... You're probably fluoridating the water, too.
And turning the frogs gay?
Exactly.
Hey, that's my thing.
Sorry, just slipped out. Luca, is there something you wanted to check?
Yeah. Okay, guys, I need to see your chest. Also,
No, you can't see our chests. We have rights. We're not gonna take we're gonna contact a lawyer. We are sovereign citizens of the United States. You can't. No, the sovereign movement hasn't started yet. That's 10 years later. Sorry. We're citizens of this country. We have rights. We know our rights. You have to respect our rights or something. They don't know their rights, obviously. They're just saying rights several times to hopefully make it stick somehow.
I would like to just start government speaking at them until they show me their chest.
Sure.
Just long 3-syllable words.
Long syllable words. Roll a law check to see how well you do that. Because we need law checks in this game too. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit of gobbledygook from you, clearly. Not enough to actually impress them. You're gonna throw gobbledygook law speak at them while they are throwing gobbledygook law speak at you. We have a duel of nonsensical law speak. Basically, Bridget is screaming at them while they're screaming at you. And the pilot is probably just sighing very deeply in the helicopter right now.
Do any of these people have weapons?
Yes, they have sidearms, but they haven't been foolish enough to bring them out because you're all police. But if you're inspecting their truck, you'll find that there are sidearms on the floor of the truck, like with holsters. They've basically just removed the holster from their belt and put it there. And of course, there is tarp over the flatbed.
Oh.
Okay, apparently Fenton can throw the law book at them properly. See, this is what happens when Darren isn't here. I'm using his character for all sorts of things. Under the tarp, there is long arms. This was before the assault weapons ban, so I'm gonna say there's at least semi-automatic rifles in there. and camera equipment.
I just turn to Briar and I just say, what do you want to bet that crossing those roadblocks was a bit of a federal crime?
I mean,
They
they
it's absolutely
are
obstructing.
traveling and just
Yeah.
they're traveling to like
Yeah.
crime scene
Obstruction of
area.
justice is obvious in this case.
Yeah, tampering with a crime
Yeah.
scene because the tire tracks.
Yeah,
And they're
I'm
putting
thinking you can.
themselves at danger.
Yeah, reckless endangerment. I think there's a list of different charges you can levy on these guys because they're basically soaking up a bunch of law enforcement resources that are better used to actually catch a really dangerous killer right now. But they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call themselves apparently the Red Horizon Collective.
So a bunch of conspiracy theorists. I can't pronounce it.
Yep.
I just sigh and I go, all right, okay, you guys are from Phoenix. You could probably get home tomorrow morning on bail, maybe? Come on.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a set of manacles coming out, a set of arrests being made. People, because they have been so annoying, you need to have some others here to, with vehicles and such, to get them away from this scene. And of course, their vehicle will be impounded. It's gonna take another lots of time to get the other crew that would have to escort them away from here. Altogether, it's going to be one frustrating hour when you're just basically telling them to sit down and sit this one out. And they're very grumpy and screaming about their rights. And there might be one or two tattoos indicating right-wing nut jobbery. I don't think any of them has an actual swastika there, but there's going to be some kind of iconography on at least one of them that indicate maybe there's like someone is going to be wearing a Thor's hammer, definitely. And maybe tattooed a Thor's hammer too, like a Nordic rune on the shoulder or something. Yeah. And they're gonna be
poor Beth's wounds.
they're gonna be asking you a whole lot of questions. What is this about? You're covering something up. You're testing a new weapon here, aren't you? You're gonna use a new weapon to test it on American citizens.
I wish I got paid enough to be the test subject for a military weapon. I wish.
Yeah.
I just kneel down in front of him. I don't get paid enough for this bullshit, buckaroo. Trust me. I didn't even get a backhoe for more than 3 hours. Do you think they have the budget for some huge weapon? They don't have the budget for a backhoe. I've snapped it. I pull out the backhoe toy and just show him, like, do you see this? This is all I have to excavate this entire desert.
One of them is going to be twitchy. She's only saying that because she's one of the lizard people too.
I wish. I wish.
My.
Lizards don't have to go to therapy for seeing bodies stuffed in a Victorian mansion.
See? That's what I told you. There's no Victorian mansion out here. That's a cover-up. Where's the Victorian mansion? We need to report to the others about the Victorian mansion hidden in the desert. That's where they keep all their secrets, all their experiments. Maybe the alien subjects too.
Idiots.
It's in Louisiana. They're still processing the bodies.
The more you tell them, the more they're gonna twist your truths.
Good.
Eventually, there's going to be another truck of very tired, probably tribal police, because this is still tribal land, like deputies, and they're like so not having any patience with these white dudes and shoving them in there in a oops, I was a bit rough type of fashion. Because they are so angry that these guys are distracting them from actually going after the guy who killed their colleagues. They have no time for their bullshit. And yeah, in they go, and on you can go with your actual investigation again. Night is starting to fall over Arizona. You've been on your feet since 4 a.m., something like that, isn't it? 4 or 5? It's beginning to tell probably a little bit, but the chase isn't over yet. What are we doing next?
Chewing on a live wire and getting right back to it.
I'm gonna choose coffee instead.
That might not be a bad choice. Coffee tends to be good
Wow.
for... Yeah. You will be happy to know that Delta Green has rules for all sorts of drugs. Speaking of which.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
true.
Which? Oh yeah,
Well,
really?
then never mind. I do hard drugs.
Yeah. This is the 90s. Like, there's something more effective you want to tell me about?
Let's see now. Dear. Where was that? There's a whole bunch. Let's see now. If I just look up alcohol in the rulebook. There's other stuff too. What? No, I'm sure there is. Okay. Sorry.
What about using liquid coffee as a substitute for water when making instant coffee? Does that give any bonuses?
Possibly. Just chewing on coffee powder.
Just a thermos
straight
full
up
of espresso.
eating it. Like, here's a coffee bean. Yum. Oh, dear.
Like that scene from the Sonic movie where Eggman just licks the word needle.
Stimulants. Taking stimulants or
Yeah.
chain smoking removes the exhaustion penalty for a D6 hours. Harder illegal drugs offset it for 2d6 hours.
Do crack cocaine.
Yeah. I don't think coffee is quite enough to be that level of stimulant. But maybe it's going to offset the exhaustion penalty for 1 hour. How about that? Everybody's immediately going to be a coffee junkie, aren't they?
yes.
Yeah.
A bottle of amphetamines would remove the minus 20 penalty for 2d6 hours. Like a pill of amphetamines. That would do 2d6.
Is there any catch to this?
If you experience like an acute episode of 5 sanity points lost at the same time, you will develop an addiction to whatever it is.
There it is.
Yep. So yes, there is negatives to this. Ah, dear.
Get into hard drugs? Weird.
Very strange. Very strange. Who would have known or guessed? Anyway, you are in the helicopter drinking coffee, guzzling coffee by the liter, I think. The coffee's going to be drunk within an hour, right? Everybody's just, yeah. That's going to offset you keep you awake for another hour or so without too much trouble. You're not going to fall asleep without the coffee, but you're going to be so dozy. But now you have coffee in the system, and it's going to be great. If you keep awake like that for too long, of course, you're still going to lose willpower points and whatnot.
Are willpower points used for anything other than exhaustion?
When you hit 0, you faint and sleep for a while, and that's about it for now. That you have to care about for now. Yeah.
Okay.
We are still in the air searching, and after that excitement, it's suddenly gonna get dreadfully boring. Maybe because it's dark and you can't see much. You do have night vision capabilities, so I'm sure you can use those to try and track something down. Are you the only chopper around here? Maybe you're the only chopper around here.
There was another chopper.
Yeah, but
Did they go home?
that one was sent down south, so it's working that lead still.
Have we radioed in with the other chopper? Made sure nothing's happening.
They've had some things happening too. They thought they had a suspect, and it turned out it wasn't Santana. So
Why are there so many random things happening in this desert?
because the entire
Everywhere.
state has heard about the manhunt, and every nut job within 100 miles have come down here to look at this amazing thing because it's a spectacle. Maybe?
Still mad about it.
It's not particularly hard to
Next.
drive through the desert, is it?
The next random thing where we're like, oh, this might be a person, and it just turns out to be a random schmo from Phoenix, I'm committing a hate crime.
Oh no.
Yeah, random schmo from Phoenix. So far, no, at this particular moment, no random schmo from Phoenix. This past hour has been very quiet indeed. You're gonna start getting calls from the FBI agents, who are the two FBI agents are probably on the ground in San Carlos coordinating the various groups, seeing as you are focusing on Team 23 specifically and not coordinating. You could always override. They will connect with you every once in a while and check in with Coyote, because that's you guys, right? And ask if sending a small group from Team 13 to go and check on possible trace in a valley down there, and so on and so forth, which again turned out to be nothing. There's going to be all sorts of reports of nothingness. Someone finds... It's remarkable how much stuff you can find in the desert when everybody's out looking at the same time. Someone finds an abandoned car that's been sitting in apparently like a crevice, wedged in a crevice, but it's been there for probably good 10 years, and it's just completely filled with sand, and there's just nothing to it, and so on and so forth.
I don't think we can search effectively if we're all exhausted. And as much as it feels like we're being lazy, I really don't think that we can properly serve the community if we're just exhausted like this.
Okay, let me tell you. We get back to our hotel room and my phone rings, or I wake up to another random packet of stuff on my door, burning the building down.
Oh my.
It might point us in the right direction. Do you just want to switch rooms?
Random thing shows up in my head. Yes, you can absolutely have my room.
You'll have someone who calls in. Oh, we have a footprint. We have a footprint here. That's from the other chopper down in the south. Still hot. And then the chopper goes down and to check it, and a team goes down to check it, and half an hour later they report in. False alarm again, sorry. It was an oddly patched patch of sun-warmed rock. It just looked like a footprint in thermal vision.
Oh my god.
Somebody.
That's just... DeLuca, I think you need a nap. I think we all need a nap.
Yeah, we need sleep.
We found
Yeah.
18 things in this desert today, and all of them have been nothing.
Pretty sure at least one of them was another missing persons case, but okay.
I hate this desert.
It's the desert. It's big, it's empty, it's filled of strange stuff that people have left behind because they thought, nobody out here, nobody's gonna notice if I just dump something.
To nothing, right?
It was just another coyote, I think.
Yeah.
See, everything is nothing.
What?
Maybe if we just turn our minds off and then back on again.
So
maybe something will happen.
someone is gonna find. There's a lot of weird stuff that they find here that are just absolutely nothingness. By midnight, what do we want to do? Or do you want to go and hit the sleep snooze before midnight? Up to you guys. Team 23 is out still. They're still reporting that their tracker dogs have a scent. How far out are you from Team 23 right now? Is it still, you're still doing the circling around them, or what are we doing?
I think we're still circling. What do you
Okay.
think?
Yep.
I'd say so.
Yeah. Everybody's like blinking at this point because you've been at it all day and a half. You know what? I think everybody's exhausted by now.
Yes.
Not just Blair. Everybody. It's been a day. Which I'm sure is going to help you a lot for whatever comes, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying, we need to take a nap.
Yes, very much.
Do you want to take a nap now or later? Otherwise, I'm just going to keep the hours going here where you're sitting in the helicopter and looking. There's been the report from Team 23, by the way, regarding the Bloodhound. You can look at your map. I'm going to rewind here to midnight again just to give you a chance to react. The track is zigzagging through the desert, and everybody make a survival check now after I've given you the exhausted. It's perfect. Sorry.
Thank goodness.
You do!
Nope.
Oh, that's just being teasing, isn't it? Silly dice.
Ow.
6 off.
That's just sad.
Oh my god. That's just a negative.
Your heads are really just spinning with fatigue right now. That's
Saying
probably...
the negative
Seriously.
10 is so insulting.
Isn't it, though?
Like, just that isn't possible.
It is not possible. I'll just say that you've learned a lot about the outdoors this mission, Agent DeLuca, and so much about it that you will want to come back and test your skills in the desert again in the future, right?
Never.
No? Never.
I'm never leaving the building again. I miss my computer.
Colorado's can at least phone into you over radio. You dropped him off a while ago. Agents, from the looks of it, I think we might be tracking Santana here after all. I think this is a hot trail. I think this is the best lead we got so far. Colorado's is
Damn
also exhausted. Well, I'm gonna have to check his mark as well, aren't I? Poor guy. Okay. Survival at a -20. But he still makes it because Colorado's is pretty good at this stuff. Yeah, I noticed some things here when I'm looking over the map. See, agents? He's following dried river creeks, and then whenever he can, he goes to there's not much of that in August, but when he can, he will try to use the water, any trickle of water to try to break the scent. It's not enough for him, though, luckily for us. But he is always staying away from the top of ridge lines, so he doesn't make silhouette. He always keeps some kind of topography between himself and the rest of the world to break lines of sight. It's zigzagging, but it's zigzagging northwest. But he's picking this track very well. He knows what he's doing, is what I'm saying.
Good. Let's
I also
go.
think we're getting close to him. I think we're gaining on him.
Let's go and meet up with the group that's tracking him. Maybe we'll catch up in time.
Alright, so we're gonna leave the helicopter?
I thought we'd follow him from above. But yeah, either way.
Or, no, you can follow them from above, absolutely, yeah. You're gonna be in the helicopter, and they are tracking on foot, as before. We're teaming up with Team 23. again.
Yep.
Team 23 again has 12 people, right? That's pretty neat. We have all the people here to get us a perpetrator of the worst magnitude, apparently. They're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep going. You're now wearing your night vision goggles. You're super tired. You have no idea what you're doing. A little bit of an idea what you're doing, maybe, but not as much as you would like. Maybe. And the clock keeps ticking. It's 1 a.m. You all need a nap, don't you?
Yes.
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 Night vision goggles when searching at night obviously should be helping, right? That's the rumor. Hopefully.
Please.
Please let it help. Let's see. I'm just looking up a reference here really quickly. Not weapons. Other gears and services. Surveillance. Here we go. We need civilian night vision goggles. It's standard, so great. Allows operating in reduced light, runs for 100 hours. Most skill tests such as driving, pilot, and range attacks are at a -20. The attack penalty can be avoided if the NVGs are used together with the targeting laser in IR mode. You don't have targeting lasers on your apparatus. Yeah. That's basically it. Even with the night vision goggles, it's still a -20 on your search check. On your alertness check. You can do a search check or an alertness, whatever is best for you. I think it's going to vary depending on the character.
My search and alertness have 1 point of difference.
See nothing.
Hear nothing. Say nothing. Say no evil either.
No, I've heard myself talk. I've said pretty much nothing but evil since I got sleepy.
We're all just failing.
Yep.
I'm
We are
pretty
so
sure.
tired.
Pretty sure Franny just started walking in the wrong direction at some point.
Oh no.
I'm sure you're gonna have nobody fumbled, so at least you don't go, oh, there he is, and go in the completely wrong direction and get separated from Team 23 and on a wild goose chase, which turned out to be another desert pig. That's a good thing, isn't it? But yeah, you're sitting up there, it's 2 a.m., and that's when you hear, finally, the scream over the comlink. Shots fired! Shots fired!
Where?
This is Team 23. Coyote over. Team 23 to Coyote, over. They are very panicked now.
All right.
If we know where we're going.
If you don't know what you're shooting at, please don't shoot.
A group, did you identify before you took shots? I'm checking here. Sir, they were fired upon first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just make sure not to shoot any of your teammates. Got it?
Roger.
Okay.
I think Colorado's is with Team 23, isn't he? Because he thinks this is the plausible way to be, so... in another... You're gonna want to get closer to these guys by now, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's just another 5 minutes or so until the report comes in. Oh, dang. Group 8. Coyote, this is Team Lead 23, over.
What is it?
Yeah, we found the 3 from Lead Group A. They're gone. They're down. All 3 of them.
Oh.
Yeah, but we have the hounds are going crazy here. We're getting close now. We're getting close.
Okay, keep your distance, but not far enough to lose him. We'll be over there shortly.
Roger that. So how do we want to get closer to this group? Do we want to...
Helicopter at this point? Doesn't seem like there's a way to negotiate with him.
You're going to shoot him from a helicopter?
No, I'm just saying. A helicopter's rather menacing, so I wanted to avoid that, but doesn't seem like there's any way I should be less menacing.
That's fair.
Zoom in from the night on a helicopter and hopefully intimidate whoever just shot a bunch of people.
Yeah, and also kind of hard from inside a helicopter. You've got gravity and air resistance on your side.
True enough.
You have the high ground here.
You definitely
If I
have the
get-
high ground, yeah.
If I get shot in this desert, I swear to God.
It's okay, we'll keep your urn in the server room.
What are we doing here? We're circling the area. You're gonna see the flashlights of the people who are out searching. A lot of them have flashlights on, and they're scanning the area. The dog, you hear the sounds of the dog that's getting closer and closer. Shouts from... You are in a helicopter, so you have to decide if you want to go ahead of the search team or above the search team, or how are you going to insert yourself into this?
Ahead?
I want to be like, there's the dog, and then just high enough to not terrify the dog.
Okay, that's fair. I'm going to allow you to make another search roll at the same conditions as before. Talbot!
Yes.
Talbot sees something.
What?
What do you see?
I see a lot of darkness.
Yes.
That's what I see.
Yes, it's probably you're looking into the darkness of the human soul, probably. And
Yeah.
also the fact that there's no sun up. You are going to spot a person, in fact, running between rocks, dodging very skillfully, zigzagging. He's right there. He has a hat on. He has a rifle definitely in his hand, and he's moving with intent and purpose. And how close do you want to get to this person? Because you're going to be at least 100 yards away, 200 yards away, something like that. 200 or 300 yards away. You can see him through, you have binoculars, you have night vision, you have a whole magnification, you have the whole 9 yards here. You can easily direct the team towards this guy, or what do you want to do?
I think I'll have the helicopter go closer, but let the team keep on the trail that they have.
How close do you want to get?
Maybe like the mid-range.
What does that mean?
I'm guessing maybe 200 yards.
200 yards,
Reasonable.
okay.
Within rifle distance.
I was
Yes.
just wondering.
Man is going to shoot at our helicopter. I'm gonna have to burn the desert down.
But with my luck,
Burn
it's
the
probably gonna be me.
It's not the pilot. Or the engine. Oh God. I'm not dying in a helicopter crash, I swear to God.
Why not? Okay. You're gonna notice, Talbot, that this guy is going to ground as the helicopter is very noisy and very easy to discover. And you can definitely see into some shrubbery there, trying to disappear. But shortly after, let's see how well we might be disappearing here. Why don't you use your search check again here?
Alertness or search?
Whatever is better for you.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, let me look up a few things here for you as you're swooping in closer. Shall I?
Does the helicopter have a spotlight?
Yes, of course it does. You're gonna
Can
just
we get
absolutely...
that?
This guy right here!
Yes. I want him lit up like the 4th of July.
Ow. Looking into that is probably gonna be painful.
Sir, we found you.
On the other hand, it's gonna be very easy to see that target, isn't it? Or not. I don't know.
Sorry, what did you say? I missed that, sorry.
There's gonna be a shot fired from somewhere in that area where you're just illuminating it with your helicopter. And yeah, the helicopter pilot is like, he can't hear that because none of you can hear that unless it actually plinks the helicopter. That's funny. You can probably see the flash from the muzzle though, the muzzle flash.
Found him.
Get on the megaphone. I
Yep.
just start berating this person. You're literally surrounded with. I'm pointing a helicopter at you. Stop that.
Stop that. That's what you say. You say stop that. Your argument right now is stop that.
I'm
That
so
is actually-
tired.
Can I just take the megaphone and just go, we just want to talk about the murders, okay? Please.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that the government made you do stuff, they made you see stuff. Please, people
We
are
even
dead,
know this
and
is
we need to
Santana.
know why.
Well. Next shot. Well, there's another shot coming, and that's apparently all the response you get. The rest of the team is getting closer now.
Okay, Can we have the helicopter start swooping on them as a large, loud distraction from the people on the ground?
I guess you can, yeah. Why not? I
Wait.
don't see no reason why not.
Wait, I also have a gun. Can I start shooting?
You do have a gun. You can start shooting, yeah.
I almost forgot that I
Oh.
had that.
Yeah.
Alright. Which one is louder, do you think? The rifle or the shotgun?
The shotgun is probably a bit louder.
Alright, let's do that. I'm just trying to make noise.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
We are a distraction team.
Team
Yeah.
distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Do I have to roll for that?
If you want to... Oh, you're not actually trying to hit anything?
I'll try.
This is
Why not?
just getting the attention, as it were.
Oh. Okay.
What did we
Oh.
roll here? We rolled... Yeah, I
I
still...
think it's
No, that's not going to be enough. You're
Hey, at
moving in a
least if I-
helicopter. It's dark, so you have... and you can't see the target properly. Altogether, I'm going to give you a -40 regardless.
still my first success of the session.
But no, because you need to hit a 0-4 to have a success, so...
I'm not saying I hit anything. I'm just saying I rolled the funny math dice correctly.
Fair enough. We'll see what's gonna happen down here, won't we? As, you're getting closer to your objective. And why can't anyone see anything? Do we have the problem of nobody has vision again? Yes, we do. That is very annoying. Sorry about that. Also, you're all in the chopper, aren't you?
Yes.
He is.
I'm gonna put you in the chopper.
Watch a bunch of people in the search team get shot at.
Yes, exactly that. No, you have vision enabled.
Ooh.
We're
Claire can
doing
see
our
stuff?
best to distract him from shooting at the people until they can get close enough to. He's gonna get shot. We're not gonna get to talk to him. An alien in his stomach.
Sad, isn't it? Tragic, the whole thing, really.
I want to take a nap.
I bet you
Me
do.
too.
I think all of them wants to take a nap.
Listen, everybody's grouchy. Maybe we keep the helicopter hovering over them, and we take a nap, and then when we
Everybody's
wake up,
grouchy.
then we talk to him.
Everybody's
We tell him he
grouchy.
lays down, he takes a nap. The search team lays down, takes a nap. We all take a nap. We wake up. Maybe people will be calmer. It'll be easier to talk.
Yes, that's how this is going to work out. That totally. So you're going to hover above here, and we're going to have another shot, and it's going to go plink into the helicopter, but now the helicopter pilot's getting nervous. I think we're taking fire here.
You think?
Permission to take evasive maneuvers?
Sure, just don't leave the area.
Dang it. You're not paying me enough for this.
Helicopter. We have a helicopter.
Hey, that's my
safer
line.
for us to get shot at than the. I really don't want to say flesh bags.
NPC?
flashbacks.
Did you mean NPC?
Yes, the flashbacks. The NPCs. Gee.
Oh.
This is bad, isn't it? Speaking of the flashbacks, the NPCs.
Protect them.
They are coming. All of them. And one
better
else
not
is
get
here
shot.
too.
Do I need to roll initiative?
I'm
White
gonna
lady.
add you all.
Be a white lady from Houston. It'd be so funny.
What? It's a white lady from Houston who knows nothing about anything.
She doesn't need to know anything. She's got an alien in her belly. Aliens in control. It'd be funny.
Sorry, I can't see everyone. There we go. That's better. Add. You don't actually roll initiative. It's always a flat dexterity. Yeah, we have a helicopter pilot who I'm going to put at like a 12 at the end of the turn because why not? Though I feel like helicopter pilots probably have very decent dexterity really in life, but yeah, whatever. So Talbot, what do you want to do?
I would like to take a shot at this guy. Again.
With
the
guy, it is nighttime, of course. You can't see squat. It's darkness. That's -20. You do have your night vision things on, which is your night vision goggles are going to be completely ruined by the spotlights, so they're not being used anymore. Since there are so many spotlights at this particular piece of shrubbery, I guess we can go for no negatives for the darkness. But you are, in fact, sitting in, let's see now, in a helicopter that's moving. So that's definitely a -20. And you're sitting at long range, it's beyond base range. Or are we going to get closer? That's the question.
like life. I think we're good where we are.
Okay, so you want to be at long range. That gives you another -20. So your total is going to be something like a -60. It's going to be great. Oh, that was... Sorry. I there.
Oh no!
All right, shots fired, everybody. And that's a complete and utter miss. Bang! You just shoot out in the... If you take one full turn to aim, you get a plus 20. Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah.
All right. We have a whole bunch of deputies out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that seems right, because we lost 3, right? They are going to try to move up here little by little. Man, there's so many of y'all. 30 yards is the most you can run. Yeah, okay. Let's run all the way up to this rock here. Boom. Just running up there to take cover behind the rock. Not everyone has a flashlight, but quite a few do. Colorado's is around as well, so he's going to be running up to maybe this rock right here to begin with. And you know what? We want to go prone, don't we? Because there's allegedly a shooter in the area who is very good at shooty stuff. And has killed how many people so far? Suspected of?
A lot.
A lot.
At least 6.
If not a lot more than that. Oh, there's a small little knob over there we can run to. There. Running and screaming. That is the order of the day, isn't it? Someone should be taking a shot at this guy, because he's obviously taking a shot at you guys. This fella will do that. With a minus 40, of course. Because that's life right now. Not all of the deputies will have rifles. Some have shotguns. That is a shot. And it's a miss. You know what? There's so much noise now from gunfire that... Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Everybody's shooting right now. Yeah, he should be lying down. Helps me remember stuff. I'm sure we'll call out some of these people soon enough, right? They're just doing their jobs and they're running into the face of danger. It's funny that Talbot is super fast, little greased lightning, and everyone else in the group is slow.
Means that nobody can stop me from making bad decisions.
That's correct. Yep. I'm sure you would never make bad decisions, though. You will always make the best decisions. Right now, everybody's just running up and throwing themselves to the ground and hoping that they can get some kind of a read on where the perp is. How does it feel to go after every single deputy? Where might this fella go? Huh, why not? They are running! Running and looking and running. More running right now, though. Just running and throwing themselves to the ground. That's basically it. DeLuca! What do you want to do? You're sitting up there in the chopper. Everything is fine. No problems at all, right?
To try convincing this person to give themselves up.
That makes sense.
On my megaphone, be like, throw down your gun, you're surrounded. If you come peacefully, we can make sure you get to survive this.
You get a look at him. He's running to the next bush over here, throwing himself down. He was probably trying to do something sneaky, but failed miserably because I rolled horribly. What do we want Fenton to do? He has an AR-15. Do we want to use an AR-15 to shoot him from a helicopter?
Yes.
Very
Sure.
well then. Yeah, he's shooting a burst. Absolutely nothing. For now. Blair, what do you want to do?
How
Luca, your
many
words seem to have had
penalties-
absolutely no effect on this guy.
How many penalties is it to fire with a rifle?
Minus 20 for the range. I've put you on the map, even though you should really be slightly off map with the helicopter if you want to stay out of more than 100 yards away. So you're more like there now, really. So it's minus 20 for the range, probably a minus 20 because he's prone as well, and then another minus 20 for being in a helicopter and shooting. So that's a minus 60 in total.
Okay.
Unless you aim, in which case it's just a minus 40.
I suppose I will aim.
Very well. Where do we want to place the helicopter now that you are getting onto the scene here? Do we want to get closer? Do we want to stay where you are? You can just hover where you are, kicking up dust that hides everyone below you, but also makes it impossible for them to shoot anything. Or how high are we? Are we 100 feet off the ground? Are we 30 feet off the ground? You tell the pilot here. How high, how low, whatever. Do we want to circle around? Do we want to... You give the orders.
I honestly have no clue.
I think if we kick up dirt, it's not going to stop this guy from shooting.
Yeah.
But it will stop our guys from shooting. So I think we need to not kick up dust.
It'll also hide your guys from the shooter. So at least the guys who are close to the chopper.
It's both an advantage and disadvantage to hide them.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. But then again, this guy does... Eventually his luck is going to come back up again. I think we need to leave it clear. I think we should get closer too as they're getting closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Driving straight forward then?
Yep.
What is the altitude of the helicopter right now? You decide.
200 yards, I think that's what we said.
No, your distance away from him was 200 yards. I know.
Oh.
I'd pick it to 150 by now, but that's the distance to the unknown subject. How high are you above the ground?
100 yards? About... Yeah.
My trigonometry kicks in here. If you're 100 yards above the ground and you're 150 yards away from the unknown subject, then how close are you Okay, anyway. Never mind. I'm not even going to do that math right now. But if someone wants to trigonometry that, you're fine to do it. You're 100 yards off the ground. That's a lot of yards.
Sorry, I thought...
Or
For
is
some
that
reason,
100
I thought
feet?
the distance... For some reason, I thought distance from the suspect was distance from the ground.
That is not the same thing.
Yeah, so I'd been confused for a while.
Where did... Oh, I think I just completely moved the chopper off of everything. That's sad. I don't know if I can even find the chopper anymore on this thing. I should never have entered that particular parameter. Yeah. I can't grab a hold of the chopper anymore because I entered okay. I'll fix that later. Anyhow, there you are in the chopper. It's high above everything, and it's trying to move. Do you want it to move closer? Do you want it to move further away? What was the order here?
We were
Closer?
moving closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now I can't move the damn thing anymore. Because I shouldn't have done that. I'm just
Got
going to
lost
move
in
the
the twilight.
light forwards. This bugs me to no end. I want to be able to move the helicopter. Dang you, machine. This is the worst. Now there's a big helicopter sitting there and I can't move it. I can put in a new helicopter is what I can do. Dang it.
What do you do? Why?
There's a new helicopter and it's teeny. There we go. Okay. New helicopter has arrived. And I'm not going to manipulate how high it is from the ground. I'm just going to move it forwards a little bit so we can see what everything is doing here. Okay. How far did you want to move it, Dad? Is that good? Any even closer? You can go as close as you want. Give the orders.
I think we agreed, what was it, 150 yards? Meters?
But I'm curious about how far off the
What?
ground from... That was weird. Did you just hit the persuade button? Or was that an age ago? I don't know. How far off the ground are
It was
we?
like
That
that.
was the question.
I'm clearly not the person to ask that question.
If we go with
Did we
feet,
say-
100
Oh,
feet, 20 feet. Nobody knows. Okay, I'm gonna randomize it. We are now 87 feet off the ground. There we go. And we're moving slightly closer, so there we are. But because you're high up in the sky, it's all good. Talbot, what do you want to do? You're first again.
Aiming.
You're aiming. Deputies are not aiming. Some of them are gonna be running. While others are not running. This is gonna be very willy-nilly. Nobody's coordinating anything here. Because that's how you do it. So that's one person moving. I guess Colorado's will be someone who's going to take a shot. Just to keep him down or something. Why do I always roll so terribly for my bad guys? Why? I want to know. He's just on the edge of the range, I think. Ah, so close. Maybe not so close. But it was a shot, and a shot is a shot. Maybe scares him or something? Okay, this guy is gonna be aiming. So I'm gonna do this. He's aiming. This guy is running up ahead. Down here. There we go. And just tossing himself to the ground. Behind the smallest little pile of rubble. Yeah, let's shoot again. Let's just shoot. He even has a light here. That's so close! Or not. Yes, it is so close. One off. Bang! I think the subject heard the whistle of that particular bullet. Okay, let's take aim. Prone and aiming. So I can remember who's aiming and who's not. Okay, not prone anymore. Running to behind another rock and lying down. There's a lot of running and hiding right now, as you can tell. Let's take another shot because we can. It's almost like there's a lot of fire downrange right now. Some of them are getting very close with their marksmanship. You have to admire them, right? I would.
Better than what we've been doing. Yeah.
I think so. Okay. We need to brave this and run for a good... Yeah, I feel like he can make it. Run all the way. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Just mark this guy. Here we go. Behind this rock there. And down on the ground again. And another deputy. Crawling up here to take aim. No, I feel like he has another shotgun, so he can't take aim just yet. Some of these guys have rifles. Nothing from Santana for the moment, at least what you can tell. DeLuca, what do you want to do? You tried persuading him. Was that your persuade roll before, by the way?
No, that was my cat stepping on my computer.
Okay, then.
Your cat has terrible persuasion.
Yes, your cat has the worst persuasion. What do you want to do?
Insulted you.
I'm sorry, cat. Cats always have the best persuasion, by the way. That's the rule. I don't make the rules.
I misspoke. I meant to say he has the worst luck. My apologies, cat.
You should
You
be
sat on
sorry.
my chest earlier, and I took an extra hour's nap.
See?
Oh,
DeLuca?
okay. I don't have a rifle. I just have a shotgun.
Yeah, that's not going to help you very much up there. You'd have to order the pilot down to be able to exit the helicopter in any type of safety. Not easy, is it? He's sitting up there, hesitating, holding a shotgun. There's gunfight. Did you sign up for this? There's gunfire around you. At least nobody's actually shot at you yet, so that's good.
At a glance, is this still looking? Oh, it's just a matter of time until these deputies close in on this guy and shoot him. And is there anything about the situation that's, I'm definitely concerned that if we don't do something right now, this is not going to end exactly the way I think it's going to end.
The question is, what can you do to avoid that? He's shooting at you, and you've told him to drop his weapon and stop shooting, and he just doesn't comply.
I'm not going to hit him by shooting.
Nope, you're not.
Can I actually make a persuade roll to try to be like, come on?
Yeah, we can always try.
Am I at a negative for this other than exhaustion?
Not yeah, you're using a bullhorn, right? No, you're not.
Okay.
He might not comply anyway, but it was a brave attempt. You're basically sitting on the bullhorn and telling him to drop his weapon. We don't want anyone else to get hurt.
Seriously, you're so surrounded right now. This is your last chance to not be dead.
Pretty much. I think Fountain is actually going to take aim, much like so many others, because that last salvo was not really going so well. Blair, you took aim, didn't you?
Yeah.
You've offset the -40 to a mere -20 before your fatigue. I guess you have a... Yeah. You can shoot with a -20. And the other... And then the exhausted on top of that, of course.
40 minus in total.
Yeah, but the machine will add the -20 -20 for the exhaust, so you just have to do a right click and add a -20 on top of it.
Okay, I did it wrong, so let me retry that. Did that do it right? Oh,
Seems like you did it right. Yep, that was correct.
nothing. Yep.
It's the problem that you're having. He's prone. You're in a moving platform. Him being prone is less of a or would be less of a problem if he wasn't in such good cover. Now, it is true that you are shooting above. He doesn't have any hard cover between you and him because you are in an elevated position. But the sight line is completely disrupted, and you're sitting in that helicopter. Yeah. You're not used to this. You're a doctor. You stitch people up after gunfights, not take shots at people from a helicopter. I think
This is not my profession.
not at all. I think everybody's respect for army snipers and SWAT teams who do a lot of training for exactly this type of situation is rising.
Yeah.
That's why they have a 70 and 80 in their firearms, you guys. So they can shoot in these conditions and still hit. What do we want to do with the helicopter this turn? Are we just hovering up here, or
Bring it closer, maybe.
all right, just straight ahead?
Also, I think Briar violated the Hippocratic Oath.
What was that?
Oh.
Yeah. I think Briar violated the Hippocratic Oath.
Just a
Tell
little.
anybody yet.
Hurt no one. Yeah, just a violation of the oath there. Do no harm. Or just a little bit harm, maybe.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Just a little bit as a treat.
As a treat, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Talbot, what do you want to do? You're in the helicopter. I'm thinking you're now in close enough range to not get any range penalties anymore. So now you only have the penalties for being in a moving object and shooting at a prone subject. So instead of -60, you're down to -40.
And I aimed.
And you aimed, so -20 on top of your exhausted.
Yeah.
It's getting better.
Aw.
Oh, that was so close.
At least it isn't in the 80s.
Right? Okay, let's do some running, shall we? Running and screaming. No, mostly just running in this case. Yeah, we can get there. Whoop. And yeah, lie down. We're bracketing the guy, aren't we? Slowly but surely. Colorado's will... Has he taken aim yet? Nope, he's gonna take aim this turn. This guy took aim. So he's gonna shoot. And he's gonna be amazing with this shot, I'm pretty sure. We have... Target is not in the darkness because of all the flashlights. Prone. So that's -20. And that's really it. And +20 for aiming. Look at that. Under some cover, maybe. Prone. Target is about half covered. Yeah, okay. -20 for being behind cover for them. It's a hit! You can see it in the helicopter. Like the red cloud of a bullet impacting your suspect. Nine points of damage, you guys. 9.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, when you get hit in this game, you get hit.
Is he still shooting?
I guess you'll have to find out. Didn't fall over, though. Was already lying down, mind you. The shot must have hit him in the shoulder or something. Let's take some aim. Because apparently aiming helps. Who would have known? And let's run forwards a bit. Another shot here. And that is also going to be a -20 in total. And that one missed completely. Shot after shot are just being so much lead going down range right now. This is probably the most lead the biggest gunfight any of you have ever been in. Easily. Gotta get closer with those shotguns. That's a good hit. It's weird to me that they are doing all the damage right now. And how much damage are they doing? That must have hit him in the head, basically. Bam! As far as you're concerned in the chopper right now, that was it. He's done. Like, there was an impact in the face. You could see it. The hat just blew away. And you know what? It's graphic, isn't it? To see someone get shot like that. Well, you weren't actually inflicting any violence on anything. But you saw someone get shot like that, which is creepy. Why don't we all roll a sanity check for seeing that?
Of course.
Because that was
What if I didn't
gruesome.
see it?
Wait, I'm desensitized. Do I still have to roll?
No, you don't.
Yay!
Anyone who's desensitized to this kind of thing do not have to roll. Which includes Fenton, apparently.
Hey.
So it's only DeLuca and Talbot. DeLuca is not getting adapted to violence just yet. But that's another check mark for you. I don't know that the others have seen it though, because you are actually literally sitting in a helicopter. They will keep rushing. Why is it doing that? Don't mark both of them, please. There we go. Everything is getting closer now. Everyone is getting closer. Then you see the impossible. Clearly dead. Oh, sorry. Wait, what was just happening? I'm just clicking the wrong stuff here. Sorry. Gee, all the clickety-click. Very apologize for that. I just messed up my own clicking here. Clearly dead. Santana grabs his rifle and shoots.
Emma?
What was that?
I said, you just said words that don't make sense.
Yes, I did.
I guess we just need to detach his arms.
Because You are sure that you saw him shot in the head. Absolutely positive.
I think the alien thing jumped to him.
And the deputy who is being shot at right now, ow, he just drops. He was already lying
Ooh.
down, but he's gonna go, oof. Ugh. I think someone's gonna need some medical attention down there.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna get down there right now.
Don't know either. Welcome, Mr. Slendy. Yeah, there are people dying here left and center. Maybe not left and center. You guys just saw... That's not a friend, is it? Why don't you all roll a sanity check for helplessness to see this guy fall down? It's gonna be worse for Blair than for the rest of y'all.
Guys, why did I ever go?
Go.
Why didn't I stay at the hotel?
Nobody knows. You know what? I think we want more than that, by the way. Everybody also, because you saw him shot in the head, needs to roll a sanity check for the unnatural as well. Because this guy is dead.
Okay.
You know he's dead. He was shot in the head, and particularly Blair will notice that half of his head has been literally just taken off by a bullet. This guy is not moving anymore.
Oh my god.
You succeeded with the second one, Blair, which I think is the better success to make.
Yeah.
Good for you. Blair will have 1 sanity point lost for helplessness. And that's the first check mark you ever got for that.
Yeah.
And none for unnatural. DeLuca lost for helplessness. And Fenton is gonna lose for nothing apparently. And I'm rolling his for unnatural as well. Oh no, that was a failure. 4. He does not go insane. Barely. Barely. He is shaking, I think. Anyone else have the roll against the unnatural here? Feel free.
I think I rolled both of my checks already.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're all good then. Good for you. Fenton has been taking this time to aim, and he's gonna use that aim to shoot this thing with an AR-15. No, it's an M16A2 because it's 1994. He has -20 for being in a helicopter that is moving and vibrating and making it harder to aim. The target is prone, which gives us -40. He's within the proper range, so that's fine. He has aim, so that's a +20, so it's a net -20 in total. Look at him go! Brat! Well, 0.5 is actually a terrible roll for an assault rifle in this system. Because if he doesn't succeed to roll the lethality thing, then that's a good roll. 15 points of damage, that's what we want.
Ooh.
He manages to put a whole bunch of bullets downrange to hit the guy with half his head off and just absolutely riddle him with bullets. The arm and finger flies off. Like, there's literally body parts coming off of him. The arm is probably shattered, shoulder, torso. A normal human being taking 15 points of damage is dead. Just dead.
Okay, but is his body even physically able to keep shooting? The $1,000,000 question here.
Isn't it, though? Blair, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna take aim.
All right. So we've used his aim. And we'll put an aim on you. There we have it. Talbot, what you want to do?
I'll just shoot plainly.
Okay.
That's a -40, did we say? Is that a -40?
-20 for sitting in a helicopter that is not being perfectly still. -20 for target being prone, so that's -40. Yeah, -40 in total.
Got it. Yeah.
Well, a bullet came out of the barrel and it went generally towards where you wanted it to go. And yeah, you're just pumping bullets downrange here, aren't we? Man, this guy is.
Some anthropologist 100 years down the line is going to be really confused.
By all the bullet casings out here?
Yeah.
Random bullets lying in the desert?
Probably going to be no record of major battle.
Nope. Not at all. Runs! Look at the guy. Because he has a shotgun and Indy's got closer. He's now very close. Colorado's has taken aim. He's gonna try to take a shot. He has -20 for... Let's see now. We said -20 for prone. -20 for cover. So it net -20. Yeah, that's not gonna hit. Shot goes wide. And then we have all of them. Yeah, let's aim. Because that guy was scary. He just... So far he's shot a couple of shots at the helicopter. And then he shot one guy at one of the volunteers and just dropped the volunteer immediately. Let's aim! Yeah, we're doing lots of aiming here, folks. Lots of aiming. Not taking any chances. There's gonna be such a huge barrage next turn when everybody opens up after aiming. But for now... Okay, run over here and lie down. Completely covered. This guy had been aiming, so he can actually shoot now at a -20. Oh, so close to hit. Sad. Yeah, that guy is out of the fight for now. Bleeding, Blair. Bleeding!
I can't get there. I'm
How
stuck
does
in the
that make you
helicopter.
feel?
Not good.
Okay, we're just gonna have to follow the curve here of the hill, I'm afraid. So, just moving. And he can try to do a first aid. Not good at it, but... Okay, maybe not, because if a first aid is attempted and fails, then you can't, so... Yeah. Okay, DeLuca, what do you want to do?
Okay, I'm getting frustrated now. I would like to yell at the helicopter pilot to like. His options are get us close enough I can shoot with a shotgun, or land us. We can doctor that person up.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. You know what? I'm gonna actually act on that immediately for the helicopter pilot. He's gonna just whoop, like, and land. And carries you all over there immediately, of course. You are now on the ground. You won't be able to exit this turn because I'm just using your turn. Like, you're ordering it and he's doing it on your initiative, basically. So next turn you can get out and patch people up. Fenton is probably gonna get out and go prone because it's a terrible place to be. And he'll aim next turn, I guess. Blair, you were aiming and your aim is completely messed up now. Sorry.
Okay. Am I able to get out to go treat this guy?
Absolutely.
Or no? Okay. Then yeah. I'm getting out, setting my gun down, and yeah.
Yep. Roll a first aid
First
check, please.
Okay. Please.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
god. Oh my god, of course I'm so close.
Yeah. Okay, who do we shoot next? Oh, I know exactly who we shoot next. This guy. Yup. That's sad. Only 4 points? That's hardly anything. Ugh! Shouts deputy here who gets hit in the chest or in the shoulder. Ah! I'm hit!
Oh god damn it.
Let's move a little bit too. Because we can. Talbot!
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to do? You're closing in on this guy. He's trying to
I would
sneak,
like-
he's trying to do things, but he's behind that big bush and hard to hit to boot.
I would like to shoot at him.
Alright, you have minus 40.
Yay. Wait.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh, you
Oh,
said
you
plus-
accidentally
plus
added
40
40.
instead of minus 40.
40. I'm sorry. I wasn't. It was 64.
Yeah,
Now I
no.
have a-
No, it is not a hit. That is definitely not a hit.
Neither was that.
Not a better roll, but still not a hit. Yeah. Tired and everything. It's just so much going on here. Okay, this guy has
need a
been
nap.
hit. He has been attacked. He's gonna have to. Yeah, okay. He's gonna be. He doesn't dare to pop his head up because he has actually been shot at and hit. And I think he's just gonna be prone right now. He's gonna basically be suppressed. And does not dare to. He's gonna shoot, but he's gonna shoot without aiming first. It's gonna be a minus 40. So it's just a complete and utter miss. Okay, Colorado's is gonna run closer now. He's too old for this stuff, but his men need him, right?
Yep.
Where can he run where he doesn't get shot immediately? There's plenty of other people around who can get shot for him. Okay, he'll just approach a little bit closer. Let's see, now we have Colorado's out there, right? He is gonna run down here, I think. Only place he can really get to. And now we have a bunch of guys who've lined up their shots and are ready to take them. So, rifle, minus 20 because of all the aiming and everything. That's a hit. Square at your target. Okay, not square at.
Aw.
More like glancing blow. Really. So much lead coming at this guy right now. He falls over though. He's not moving anymore. There's some cacti that someone can hide behind. Right here. More shots being fired. And that's a hit. How about that? That guy is not moving anymore, you guys.
Finally! Wait.
Runs behind cover here. Takes aim. We don't trust this, do we?
Nope.
Why, though? It's completely trustworthy in every sense of the word.
Because he got up a second time. What if he gets up a third time?
That could never happen,
Adrenaline.
surely. That would be defying the
Adrenaline's
laws of nature.
Adrenaline's a hell
Sure,
of a
he decided
drug.
it was.
DeLuca, what do you want to do?
I look at Talbot and go, "You want to be stupid?"
Of course. What do you have in mind?
Then I tell the pilot to just take us to the guy.
Sounds good.
Talbot has already ordered the... No, that was last turn. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so take us to the guys. Are you out of your fucking minds? Starts literally saying prayers as he flies. But he can do it really quickly because he is in a helicopter. Flying out and...
If it makes you feel better, you can land it, you're facing away from him.
Yeah, I think he wants to do that, to be honest. Because otherwise he's going to be shot in the face, he thinks. Maybe he's going to be like there. And turn away like that. So... the net result of this flying will be this. The helicopter lands here, facing away from the unknown subject, and thereby allowing DeLuca to do nothing much at this moment because you gave the order. Fenton has something to do, and that's going to be aiming. Blair, what do you want to do? You failed your first aid check. But there's another guy who needs your medical attention. He's right over here.
Yeah, I'll head over there.
You're gonna brave it, just run across.
Yeah, right now the guy seems down, so my character is probably logically assuming that surely he can't get up a third time, right?
You're diving down there. You know what? Nothing happened. No shots taken at you. No
Okay,
shots being taken right now. He's just lying down, apparently. Is he aiming in secret? Maybe. Is he not aiming in secret? Talbot, I guess you're going to be the first one to find out because you're going to do something stupid, aren't you? Like,
Absolutely. Have I
let's-
ever done anything rational?
No, you haven't.
So I'm gonna. Oh, I can't. Let me measure something real quick.
You can get to behind boulders and lie down.
I'm going to go behind them. Before I do that, I turn to DeLuca and go, if I start acting weird in the head, I want you to hit me in the head. No mercy. I go for the boulder.
I assume I'll see if it tries to burrow into your stomach.
Are we lying down as well?
Yep.
Yeah, I suspected you would. Deputies are approaching. This guy is probably just happy that Blair is there and is not going to move at all.
Yeah.
Colorado's will move closer as well. Okay. Some of them are taking aim though because they ain't taking no chances for some strange reason. They're screaming at you guys. Jesus Christ, get down! You're crazy! Get out of the field of fire, you idiots!
No.
One of them will take a shot just for the sake of it, because then that one up
Ooh.
close, Talbot. That bullet goes in through one side of the head and out the other. There's almost nothing left of if it was Santana's head. There's just literally, there might be even some blood splatter on you at this range.
Hard to identify the body now.
Yeah, you'll have to collect the teeth.
Yeah.
No, you're not going to be able to use dental records. Fingerprints,
Yeah,
though, might work.
Yeah.
If you can find enough fingers.
Yeah. Thing,
This-
maybe.
This body has been shot to absolute pieces. And here's someone who can shoot with just a -20 as well.
Oh my god.
Listen, you put two women next to the guy, and suddenly all the deputies are like, I guess we gotta step it up now.
I am
Luca.
seeing your incompetence up close and personal.
DeLuca.
Okay, I approach the body. How far?
You can actually run all the way up to the body if you want to.
Yeah, we're gonna be stupid. Let's go. Come on.
You can't move the token?
It's telling me there's a wall in my way.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's... Sorry. No, anymore. I don't think.
There we go. I got my shotgun in my hand, and I'm just prodding the body.
Yeah. You're gonna get up to that body, and it's been literally shot to pieces. There's just... The torso is intact.
Oh, that's horrible. That's the part
legs,
I wanted to be shot to pieces.
Legs, or is there any part of this body that has not been hit by a bullet? You'd think every single bone, leg bones, arm bones, rib cage, the face is just a mess. There's no face left as far as you can tell. Because you're now looking at an absolutely horribly mutilated corpse, why don't you roll a sanity check? Oh no! Roll a d4. The good news is you're not going to hit your breaking point. Do you want to use a bond to project 3 points of sanity loss on? Or do you want to just take it?
Take that, my mom.
Your mom? Okay, roll d4. Okay, we're gonna lose 3 willpower points because that was the sanity loss that you were absorbed. And your mom is gonna lose 3 points to that bond. We've damaged the bond, which means that when we get to the downtime after this operation, you're gonna have words with your mom, and you're gonna be snappy, and you're gonna say bad things that hurt her unintentionally. But you're not gonna take sanity loss from this particular moment, which means that you're not gonna get adapted to violence. Because you avoided the sanity loss. Are we shouting to everybody else here? I don't think Fenton wants to try and fire when you're standing right next to the subject.
I give DeLuca a look. If you fire into the torso, I'm not gonna say anything about it.
I'm fully prepared. The shotgun is just nudging against his torso.
Yeah, if you want to be sure, just obliterate it. I'm not putting that on my report.
Any movement.
No, it's not moving at all. It's just like whatever was left here of Santana is just lying here. Did Blair want to do a first aid check on this other guy that you ran to last turn?
Yeah, I will. This better work.
It worked! You've helped!
Yay!
Officially! Thank you,
Finally.
ma'am. Much obliged.
Of course.
And with that, my friends, you know what? The gunfight is over. Because everybody's gonna move up to what is left of Master Sergeant Emmanuel Santana. It's just a bloody mess. And luckily, through some kind of miracle, nobody on your side is actually dead. We have someone with probably permanent injuries, one of the volunteers, and another guy who Blair is patching up. But you're all alive. And
To instruct everybody to stay back and then summon Blair and Fenton.
we'll deal with that, I feel, next time, because I'm looking at the time here. And, I mean, they're going to have to order in a body bag for Santana. But Colorado's is going to be very happy about. No, happy is the wrong word. He's going to feel a sense of relief that the hunt is finally over. And that you got the guy. But, yeah, the aftermath we will deal with in a week from now, because clearly this case is basically over and it's done with, and it's from here on out it's just happy sailing and easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? I'm sure it is. I can't see how anything else bad could happen from here on out. And in a week we'll be back, and there might just be a conclusion to Puppet Shows and Shadow Plays in a week from now. Tune in to see what happens next. Follow the channel, subscribe on YouTube, ring the bell icon. That is the only way for you to actually be able to get all the communication from ACEL. Maybe you'll finally find out what ACEL means soon. Who knows? See you in a week from now. Thanks for watching.